This video is for all the first-time homebuyers out there. 5 mistakes that most first-time homebuyers make. What's up, guys? My name is Alex Dargay, Realtor with eXp Realty and the Affinity Group, helping people buy homes and sell their homes for more money. The first mistake most first-time homebuyers make is looking at homes before talking to a lender and getting pre-approved. So I know, it's an exciting process. Most people want to just jump in and start looking at homes, but the best thing you can do is talk to a lender first. They're going to go through your financials and see how much and how big of a loan you're actually qualified for. And also, this is going to tell you what range of homes you should be looking in, and you're not going in blind. You're going to know kind of what payments are going to look like at what price ranges, which is going to help you guys out a lot. And also, if you guys find a home that you really like and don't have a pre-approval, you're going to be at a major disadvantage because things are moving quick in this market. And if you do want to put an offer on a home, you need a pre-approval with it for it to be looked at. So we've seen many times people find a home, want to make an offer in really quickly, but don't have that pre-approval letter. So they end up missing out on the home that they actually want. Mistake number 2, looking too much into the online home valuations, stuff like the Zestimates and other valuations on different websites. So I know a lot of people look at it. It's the first thing you see, and it's the first thing kind of to base the value off of. But these can be extremely inaccurate. We've seen many of them that are 30, 40 grand too high, maybe even more. And on the other side, sometimes 30 or 40 grand too low. Now this could be a big mistake because you guys are basing the value of the home, off of just what you're seeing on Zillow. You don't want to get in a situation where you're bidding $30,000 too high for a home, higher than it's actually worth, and making a bad financial decision. And on the other side, you don't want to miss out on a home that just because the Zestimate is lower, you end up, getting scared and going away from that one. So these estimates usually are just based on the square footage of your home and what the average price per square foot in the area goes for. But there's no way for Zillow or some of these other sites to know exactly what your home looks like, the condition it's in, the updates you put into it. So I highly recommend, if you're looking at homes, just contact your agent and have them pull some comparable homes that have sold to determine the actual value of the house instead of just looking at a number that's online. So mistake number 3 is taking advice from the wrong people. So when you go and tell people that you're going to start looking at homes, every single person, all of a sudden becomes a real estate expert. Your uncle, your mom, your friend, your neighbor, and they're all going to be giving you conflicting advice and pulling you in different directions. This is just going to complicate the process, confuse you, make it harder for you to make a decision. So the best thing for you to do is just, have a conversation with your agent, sit down for 15 or 30 minutes, do a little consultation and get that foundation set. And honestly, if you're not listening to your agent and you're, more so valuing what your neighbor is saying, that just goes to show that you probably don't trust the agent you're working with. So in that case, I'd probably recommend just finding a new agent. So mistake number 4 is getting too emotional. Now I know, you're buying a home, it's an emotional process. Sometimes it can be easy just to get too emotional, right? You get emotionally attached to a certain property and you miss out on it. You don't end up getting that house. You start thinking about that house and comparing it with all these other houses you're looking at, and it just makes the process so much harder for you. And also we'll see some people get too emotionally attached to a certain property and, start bidding really high for it and end up making a bad, financial decision. They'll end up going up to $230,000 on a house that's actually worth $200,000. So the best way to attack it is to have someone on your side, an agent that's willing to handle, the logical side, show you what homes have sold for and help you make a sound financial decision. And sometimes we see people stressing, the little things, maybe the carpet or the paint in the one room, small stuff that they can change. Sometimes people go into the process looking for their perfect home, every single detail to be exactly what they want. But usually that home doesn't exist. And if it does, it's probably way above their budget. So like I said, the best investment is usually in a house that has maybe 75% of what you're looking for, and the other 25% you adjust, you update over time, and make it to be the way you want it to be. So mistake number 5, and the final mistake, is celebrating when you get an offer accepted. Now, I know, you should be happy you got an offer accepted, but we still got a long ways to go, right? We still have to get through inspections, the appraisal, any other contingencies, and usually closing is going to take 30 to 45 days from the day you get your offer accepted. Just hold off and wait till the day that you close, everything gets transferred, and you get the keys before we start popping bottles. If you guys didn't find value in the video, don't bother subscribing or liking or sharing or whatever. We'll just try to make the video better. You can just go ahead and comment on what we could have done better this next time around, and we'll make sure to adjust. Okay, guys, I'll see you on the next one.